Alright, yeah, starting now, we're not doing this 1 a.m. shit. Real talk, I know the grind is real, and we're not gonna stop the grind, but we gotta get to a point where we're just like not doing cycles at 1 a.m. This is ridiculous. Let's get through it. Hi, my name is Oscar with Southwestern Advantage. You must be the mom of the house. Great. I'm the college student who's been sitting down with all the families here in the Yellow County School District, showing some educational resources from high schoolers down to toddlers. I'm not quite sure if you've had the chance to see me on Facebook yet, but I was just talking to the grooms, the rows, and the cotters, and I wanted to stop by for a minute. I show it to 35 families a day, so I'll only get a few minutes with each one. Do you have a quick place to sit inside, or would out here be better for you? No worries. I guess you haven't heard about me. Like I said, my name's Oscar. Just a college student from North Dakota State University, and this is my summer internship. I'm going to be having a lot of fun showing various families in the Yellow County School District our websites, apps, and educational resources. It's something that the grooms, the rows, and the causes picked up. If you like it, great. If not, that's okay too. I get credit just for showing you. And everyone's been super nice as long as I don't take up too much of their time. I can show you right out here. Like I said, my name's Oscar. I'm sorry I didn't catch your name. Beth? Just to be clear, Beth and now at the schools at home, it's nothing you're required to get. I'm actually a college student from North Dakota State University. This is my summer internship. I'm doing this to help pay my way through school, and the plan is to graduate debt-free. Super cool, right? Awesome. Great. So it's actually my second week here in Nashville, and it's been a blast sitting down with all the families, showing them our educational resources and leadership program this summer. Yeah, I get to help kids learn their ABCs up through ACT, SAT prep, and in return, I gain experience, develop my skills, and help pay for school. Pretty cool, right? I've come to find that the parents in this area are really education conscious, and many are concerned about what's being taught in the schools nowadays. Okay, so our system is a combination of educational websites, apps, and leadership development program, because most families feel it takes a lot more than just academics to succeed in life, right? Yeah. Most families pick it up to help their kids get better grades in school, or to help their kids save time on studying. Yeah, you might recognize some of the families that have already picked this up. Like, everyone knows the Campbells. What about the Johnsons? So Miss Jones, Beth, I'm sure you will love this, but I've come to find that it normally goes by quicker if I show the kids. After all, they're the ones that are going to be using it. No need to buy them something they're not going to be using, right? Would you happen to have something? Can you grab the kids and dad quick? Awesome. Great. So, hey, Billy. Hi, my name is Oscar. I'm a college student from North Dakota State University. Have you heard of that school? Yeah. So this summer I'm going to be sitting down with all your friends and their families, showing them some super cool stuff for school. No, don't worry. It's not extra work, and it's not anything you're going to have to do. And you're not going to get shipped off anymore. It's just a super huge time saver. Right? So I'll go ahead and give you a quick look, and you can let your mom and I know if it's something you think will be helpful. Sound good? Awesome. So Billy, what grade are you going into? 6th grade? You and I have a lot of people that are, you and I have a lot of mutual friends. Awesome. Okay, great. And do you do any sports, extracurricular activities, or anything of that sort? Or anything outside of school? Awesome. Okay. What would you say is your best subject in school? What class would you say takes the most time and energy for you to get the grades you want? Awesome. Great. So I'll go ahead. So Beth, Billy, I want to let you know up front that my job is to find a need and to fill a need, not just to sell you stuff. So I'll go ahead and give both of you a really good look at how the system works. You can let me know if it's something you think will be helpful. If you like it, great. I'll help you order it like I have for the Johnsons, the Jeffersons, the Jacksons. But at the same time, if you don't like it, great. I still did my job and showed it to you. The one thing I do ask, though, the one favor I do ask is, since I show this to 35 families every day, I only get to show it to each family one time. So everyone's been really cool about giving me a big yes, we'll take it, or a big no, we won't. Is it fair for me to ask you to shoot me straight one way or the other? Awesome, love to hear it, love to hear it. So I'll go ahead and give you all a quick look, but, oh, geez, I almost forgot. I show this to so many families every day, and I want to do a service to the community, but I never want to step on anybody's toes. Now, when I was catching up with Julie last week down the road, you know, with the blue roof over there. Yeah, when I was catching up with Julie, she told me that she's the one that's in charge of the education, and her husband just works all the time. So she'd be the one that'd be able to make the decision. But when I was catching up with Sandra, Sandra next door, she said that her and her husband always make decisions together. How does it work for this family? Great. So, if I were to keep showing you the books, do you think that you'd be the one to make the final decision on whether or not would you say you're the one that would be making the final decision on the books, or should I just wait for a time to come back and talk to Dad? Awesome. Great. Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you a quick look, and you can let me know if it's something you think will be helpful. Sound good? Awesome. There's a few reasons why everyone's been picking these up. The first is that moms and dads wanted to get really involved in their children's education. The problem is, it's a little tricky. The problem is it's a little bit tricky, you know. Yeah, the problem is it gets a little bit tricky because for a lot of parents, they either forgot it. When I was catching up with Sandra, and she said that whenever she was trying to help Elliot out, it get a little bit tricky because she either forgot it, never had it, or a lot had changed since you last had it. Sound familiar? Check this out. Check this out. You notice how we have both 1 and 2, methods 1 and 2. It shows both the old math and the new math side by side, so the parents and kids can reference each other at home. Isn't that neat? Yeah. And the good thing about it is, and the best part is, the apps and websites actually work super well with the books to show all the apps work super well with the books. They actually have a multitude of different quizzes and practices that you can quizzes and worksheets to work on to get extra practice if you need it. Over 4,000 different videos covering all the different topics throughout the book. Isn't that neat? And Billy, you ever notice how you go to class? You ever notice how you go to class, come back, get homework, like 30 problems, and the last few are always the toughest ones? Check this out. Not only do we show examples, instead of 1 or 2, which is what you might usually get in class, you actually get anywhere from 5 to 15 different examples all at once. And if you go to the app and actually search the page number, a lot of the problems are in the app, and and from the moment that you find them, you can just find it. Isn't that super cool? Awesome. The second reason is time. Parents are super busy with sports, activities, just work. And Google's really good for research projects and papers. But when it comes to day-to-day schoolwork, it's hard to find what you're looking for, know what's accurate, what's up to date, or even what your school allows you to use. Check this out. Or even what your school allows you to use. Check this out. Time on, right? Instead of going through a 40-page chapter and spending hours taking notes, all of it's right there. Isn't that neat? It's like It's like your one-stop shop for everything you need for history class. And then if you need even more details, right afterwards literally breaks down everything and it breaks down the whole storyline back to back to back to back. Isn't that super neat? Awesome. The third reason is because parents want value education. Third reason is a lot of parents tell me they value education because they want to see their kids have the best opportunities. Now whether your student needs a little bit extra help to keep up and catch up, or they're a straight A student and want to advance their own rate, there's plenty of help for everybody. For instance, what do you usually do when it comes to verbs in English? For instance, if you go to page 652 in the English language arts section, it actually breaks down all your different parts of speech, conjugations of verbs, and rules of punctuation, all in one spot. Isn't that neat? He says, isn't that helpful? That way, isn't that helpful? That way you don't have all into super quick and easy examples all in one spot. Super neat, right? Right. Now, and again, if you're a straight A student and want to advance in your own rate, you also get a lot more details and a lot more accessible information than a lot of other students will get. For instance, instead of the regular periodic table, which you get it alphabetized, and then on top of that, you get a short summary. You get a really great summary of all the different elements and what they do, what their different properties are, and it's all color coded. Isn't that super cool? And lastly, Ms. Jones, like I mentioned earlier, we have the Leadership Development Program, aka our LEAD program. The LEAD program is all about developing those life skills. It's all about developing those success habits and interpersonal skills that students are going to need for any step of their life. Things like goal setting, time management, having a good attitude, momentum versus motivation, how to do a self-audit and really correct yourself, and coaching yourself and being a leader in yourself. All different things that are going to be useful. For instance, I'm sure you know the importance of setting goals, right? Did you know that most students never actually learn the proper way to do it? Yeah, so in the LEAD book, we actually break down the 7-step method that allows you to break down any goal into 7 easy steps. When you accomplish these 7 easy steps, you're drastically more likely to get the goal accomplished. Everything is self-paced, and you get certifications for completion, along with letters of recommendation that look really good on college applications and resumes for job applications. And the best part and the most important part about the LEAD program is the accountability and mentorship program. That we actually have students who have done this exact program have done the LEAD program and have actually done exactly what I'm doing right now and talking to so many families. They've been able to utilize all of their different growths in order to and they've been able to utilize all of their different skills and all the different skills that they've learned to be able to actually provide a service to families and mentor kids on how to do it. So it's kind of like a personal life coach that helps keep you accountable to make sure that you're actually applying all the life lessons that you learned through the LEAD program. Isn't that super helpful? Now, just to sum it up, we have a super cool set of books ranging everywhere from math with algebra, geometry, trigonometry, stats, all the way up until calculus. For science, we cover biology, chemistry, earth science, space science, ecology, and even physics. For social studies and language arts, we cover history, government, economics, geography, grammar, writing, and literature. And topic source for writing assignments and honors for honors and AP classes for college credit in high school. Isn't that super neat? Isn't that the nicest set of books you've ever seen? Wouldn't they have been helpful back when we were in school? Awesome. Now, Miss Jones, I think a reason that so many families have been picking this up, I think a reason that I've been so successful talking to so many families is because of the price. Families view education as an investment. Now, when you think investment, you think huge numbers. Like I know from personal experience, a college textbook can be anywhere from $200 to $300 per textbook, with 5 to 6 classes per semester. 5 or 6 classes per semester. Even the College Board recommends budgeting anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. Right. A personal private tutor can be anywhere from $50 to $100 an hour, and a learning center like Mathnasium, Kumon, or Sylvan can be anywhere from $300 to $600 a month. But all that would be very worth it because families really understand it. Because a lot of families invest in that because a lot of families value education and understand the importance of it. But I think a reason why over 1 million families have picked these up over the last 10 to 15 years is because over the last 10 to 15 years, over the last 10 years, because it's practical, user-friendly, and instead of being $2,000 or $2,500, it's just 4 payments of $250. That's not bad. It's 4 payments of $300. That's not bad. When I was catching up with the Jennings family, they told me all about how they spend more than that on sports equipment, video games, technology, tablets, vacations, and even just the fast food drive-through in a year. So when it came to the kids' education, it was all about making those small investments in their future, because a great education is something that lasts a lifetime. Now, what everyone likes about the way I do business is I take orders today. I deliver the books. I take orders today. You get access to websites and apps today. But since my account doesn't close till the end of the summer, everyone has 3 different. There's multiple different ways to invest in your children's education. You could be like the Thompsons who decided to write a check for the full amount all at once, so they wouldn't have to worry about it at the end of the summer. You could be like the Johnsons who decided to pay half now and then half later, where I gave them half the books now and then the second half the next month. That way they can get everything all at once. Or you could be like the Johnson, or you could be like the George family, where they're like, hey Oscar, we definitely love the books and we want them, but right now to fit within our budget, we got to split into 3 or 4 payments. And honestly, I don't really mind. Whatever works best for you. And the cool thing about the apps and websites is instead of it being $100 a month, which is what families assume it would be, it's actually just 4 payments of. It's actually just $24.95 a month. That's less than $1 a day. That's less than a trip to Wendy's. Isn't that neat? Awesome. So to provide a proper service, I need a email address, and then you can just go through it.